Hey guys, it's also SanJuan here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Welcome to another video topic on real estate. Today we are covering the market stats for January 2022 in Las Vegas. Quick disclaimer, there are other agents doing market reports for Las Vegas. You might see different stats in the categories discussed in this video. Agents across Las Vegas have different sources and those sources might have different data. For transparency's sake, I will link all the sources I've used personally to create this video market report in the description below. First up on the docket is the median sales price. January clocked in at $365,000, a $5,000 increase over December of last year. One thing to note is that the $5,000 a month appreciation has been consistently happening since October of 2021. Year over year, the increase has been marked at $58,000, a surge of 18.9%. This shows that home equity values are still increasing. Now we go to the inventory in the Las Vegas Valley. January shows up at 5,911 units, a decrease from 6,183 units in December 2021. The huge discrepancy shows up when looking at annual figures. January of 2021 displayed 9,867 units being available, which is a significant decrease of 3,956 units year over year. This showcases the primary concern of low inventory that is evident with pre-owned homes and new build homes across the board. This low inventory has been instrumental in the consistent increase in home equity values as the months go on. We now cover pending transactions, where a seller accepts a buyer offer and the transaction goes into escrow. January sits at 52,267 units being under contract, only showcasing a tiny increase of 40 more units being under contract compared to December. However, as expected, the annual gains reflect the willingness of buyers to meet rising home equity values over the past year. January of last year had 43,633 units under contract, which marks a stark increase of 8,634 more buyers having their offers accepted. While the annual figures are certainly impressive, the smaller figures in the month-to-month reports show an even smaller increase than December's market report of last year. This may mark the beginning of a true leveling out pattern going forward, where buyers are choosing to back off rising home prices. We go from pending to the final stage of an escrow, which is closed transactions. Simply put, these are the amount of home transactions that finish escrow and transferred home ownership to the buyer. January clocks in at 52,472 units closing, marking a slight increase of 63 units when compared to December of 2021. Same as pending annual figures, the increase in closed transactions is remarkable. January of 2021 sat at 42,529 closed units, showing an increase of 9,943 units year over year. The yearly numbers reflect the same buyer willingness from the pending statistics, but monthly gains are a different story. While an ever so slight 63 more closed units month to month is disappointing, it is a noticeable recovery when looking at December's closed figures. Between December of 2021 and November of 2021, those 2 months showcased a decrease of 35 less closed units. Whether this marks a rebound in closings or it's a start of a seesaw pattern is yet to be seen, but it reflects the same leveling out sentiment found in the pending transaction stats. We now go to our final stat, which is the median days on market, or in other words, how long it takes for a listing to go live on the market to an accepted offer. January sits at 9 days on market, which is the same as December of last year. In fact, the median has stayed at 9 days ever since October of 2021. This stat is perhaps the best example of leveling out seen in the market. Annual gains are impressive yet again, where January of 2021 showed units being on the market for 19 days. This shows a sharp decrease of time a unit remains on the market at fair market value. The inventory being as low as it is contributed massively to the short time on market, just like it keeps increasing the home equity values. In summary, the stats show a strong seller's market, just like last month. This is supported by the persistent low inventory, home equity values increasing, and the short amount of time a property stays on the market. However, it seems like we are seeing a leveling out in this current seller's market. Some buyers are choosing to wait instead of submitting an offer, where if the price and terms of a certain transaction aren't to their liking, they will sit back just a little bit. This notion is supported by the ever so slight increase seen in the monthly pending figures, the closed figures, and the median days on market being the same since October of 2021. However, this is not to say that the seller's market is not hot. If anything, it's burning like a Vegas summer day at 108 degrees, and the leveling out pattern is like comparing a 108 degree day to a 107 degree day. If the seller decides to list within fair market value, or even maybe a little below fair market value, they should expect an all-out bidding war between different buyers who all want the seller's property. Before we put a bow on this January market report, I upload various educational content on my social media channels, not just YouTube. My other social media outlets have shorter form content, where YouTube is more for long form real estate topics. Links will be in the description. Well, that wraps up January's market report. If there are certain stats you want to know about or just want a specific topic covered, please do let me know. If you have any feedback, that is also welcome as well. This is SanJuan with eXp Realty, signing off.